Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. As we predicted in the last episode, it did in fact rain. We received about 3/10 of an inch here on our farm. That shouldn't have any negative impacts on our crop. If anything, it may actually be beneficial for these soils that were really starting to dry out on top. As I'm sure you noticed in the last episode, there really was not that much moisture in the top 2 inches of ground. This rain will certainly help settle that dust down and provide a little additional moisture if any of our soybean or corn seeds were sitting in dry dirt. If they don't have water, they won't start growing. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy what you see. All of this that we planted over the last few days looks absolutely beautiful out here. Nice and dark, moisture on the top. We still have some showers hovering around the area. You can see over there the southwest, it's definitely raining. We may end up with some more moisture. I don't think they're forecasting too much. I'm not too worried about the rain, but we did make the right choice in not planting any more seed. It was a nice light shower. If it had been a heavy pounding rain, we could have faced some issues with our soil crusting over and our seeds not being able to break through. As of right now, we're in good shape. Rain delays after a few hard days of running in the fields. Perfect time to do some maintenance. The planters could use an evaluation, maybe give them some grease. I think we're gonna change a few chains on my planter. You noticed in the last episode, one was starting to jump off. Usually it's just easier to replace them. They're not that expensive. We already got the chain off that hopped off on us yesterday. There's one on each side. They control one half of the planter. Probably just needed it oiled more often.
I made a lot of trips. What's this one look like? It's worse shape than this one.
I believe we replaced the ones on the split row here.
Yeah, we did.
We do both of them? I mean, even this one's got some side to side, but a little bit's normal.
Yeah. You see it anywhere?
No. There you go, finally got it.
Yeah. The other side's on, isn't it? So it'll be so. I'm lucky it didn't knock my teeth out.
So we need 2 of those, 2 of the long ones, and then 2 of the short ones. Over time, chains get worn out and eventually they fail. In the last episode, that main drive chain on the left side of the planter came off. That was a good indicator that it was time to replace that. We've ran an evaluation and there's 6 other chains on this planter that we're gonna go ahead and replace. The planter is basically split in 2. One hydraulic unit controls the left side of the planter. The other hydraulic unit controls the right side. The hydraulic motor is what determines and changes population. You have your main drive chain right there that comes off onto this shaft. The shaft uses a series of chains to hook up to these other shafts. All of these shafts spin a cable that connects to the row unit and drops the seed in the ground. Due to the stagger nature of the split row planter, there has to be 2 different shafts for every row. The front rows have their own drive shaft and the back rows have a separate drive shaft, and they're connected by one chain. Once those chains start to fail, you obviously run into issues with planting. On both sides of the planter, we've already replaced the chain that drives the back units. We had some problems with it last year. We've got the main drive chain here though that's getting kind of worn out as well, so we're gonna replace that. Dad just went into our local John Deere dealership to get some new chains. And fun fact, today they're celebrating their 50th year of business. That's pretty neat. They're a family-owned John Deere dealership. We've been dealing with them personally for probably the whole 50 years. It's nice to have businesses like that around to work with. While we're waiting on him to get back and enjoying this rain inside the barn, we're gonna grease the planter. Every row unit has 2 grease zerks on the gauge wheels, and then all of the folding components have their own grease zerk. These gauge wheel zerks are the most important because, as I'm gonna show you, they see the most travel out in the field as we go across different terrain. We wanna make sure that this doesn't get worn out. Very peaceful. Oh, why'd you guys leave the grease gun out in the rain? Now we gotta go get it. Ah! Okay, we're gonna get this greased up. Enjoy the rain. I've already used an entire tube of grease. I'm putting a new one in, and I'm still not even done with the planter. I've got to do the folding mechanisms on the back, and then I got to lower these row units up top and grease them as well. These planters eat grease, that's no joke. And it looks like I like to roll in grease. Been doing this for a long time, and I've still yet to figure out how to do it without getting grease everywhere. We're gonna have to unfold the planter to get those rows. We might as well check the oil. Looks like we're good on oil. Definitely still pretty fresh. Okay, a little different doing this in the barn. We're not doing anything today. You don't have to beep so much. Krista and Jeff are out there servicing the field cultivators, and I'm inside out of this wind. Came basically out of nowhere. Well, it's not out of nowhere, it's out of the south, but it's kind of nasty. I'm gonna try and put these chains on. Yeah, it looks right.
Now, which way does that drive?
I have no idea. I don't know how you'd even tell which way it goes. I think that's how it spins. Kind of a tight squeeze in there.
Yeah, you got the row units down. Feed down, dang it. Okay.
Let go.
Yeah. Do you assume that goes that way?
Well, hold on. This one, they'd probably spin the same way. I think it rotates.
Which way? This way?
Like this. Like
forward.
Chain comes around and goes up.
Is that on there right?
Yep. We've got 4 out of 6 done. The last 2 I have to raise the wings back up. That way we can get to the chain. Doing a little scouting to see what fields we have close enough to planting. This was field cultivated, so it will dry out a little quicker. I think by tomorrow afternoon with this breeze and nice 70-degree temperatures, probably plant. Looks good. Dad and I concluded our scouting tour around various farms. What we determined is that a lot of our fields are wet, but we have 2 farms in particular that we think are going to plant tomorrow. One of them is a fairly large field out to the west that's going to be going into corn. And tomorrow mid-afternoon we have a field of corn stalks that was hit with the field cultivators a few days ago that we believe is going to plant. So I'll probably be helping them plant corn in the morning, and then in the afternoon we'll gear up, take the soybean planter out, and plant another big field. The temperatures are just over 60 degrees right now. We have a pretty violent wind outside. That's going to help wick away some of that moisture. So tomorrow the ground will be back in perfect condition to put some more seeds in the ground. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below if you have any questions. You know I love to talk about farming. Have a great day, everyone. Peace!